always wanted to do that, huh? You always wanted to do that.
Great.
All right, we are live. Welcome back to another episode of the Soapbox Social.
Welcome back.
Um,
Welcome back.
it's your boy Chef Boy Basquiat and your girl.
T-shirt day.
How you feeling today?
Huh?
I said, how you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling great. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hope, hopefully my sweat don't dry too fast, but
Yikes. Well, yeah, that's
nah.
good
But
things.
normally we would have talked about now. I guess that's what's different because I'm like, dang, what's different? Because I was about to say, oh, what time you woke up? But um, so I titled this. I believe I titled it "Old Habits Die Hard." It should have been a question mark at the end of it.
You said, oh, say it again.
I said I should have titled. I believe I titled this episode "Old Habits Die Hard?" Question mark.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Old habits die hard. Is that what
Well,
it? Okay.
she like, oh, what do you mean by that?
I mean, well, I'm waiting to see what. I'm waiting to see where. I'm waiting to see where you trying to
Anyways,
steer that to.
I don't know. I guess when I was making it, I was thinking like, oh, do I have any like old tendencies or habits that I could think of that like aren't a thing anymore, or like, yeah, I mean, I guess I was
Okay.
that's where my mind was at, and then I was gonna ask you if you like knowingly know like old tendencies or patterns that you were in that you don't partake in or do anymore.
Oh yeah, I have a lot.
She's so dry.
So
Oh
I had
yeah.
to laugh, but no, I have a lot though. But I had to laugh at that just because it's like where I didn't come from. Now, but yeah, habits. Let's just state that had habits of just wanting to indulge in a lot of things that really wasn't healthy for me that I don't
Mm,
do today.
mm.
I guess I got to put a name on them, but I used to drink.
Not even just put a name on it. It's just so. I guess could I ask that better? It's just like, have you took a moment to think about your evolution process from point A to your current B all the way down to wherever you at currently?
Yeah, because when I did used to smoke and smoke weed, I'm gonna be smoke marijuana. I'm gonna be specific. And then when I used to drink, I used to do it like it was like I used to smoke every day, smoke weed every day. What song is that? But anyway,
Smoke
and
weed.
then and then as far as drinking, I either drink like heavily on the weekend or if it was just like during the day of a week if I had something in the refrigerator. And yes, I did used to drink beer, y'all, whatever, call it what you want. But it wasn't really just beer. It was like the Douce and stuff like that. But
Gotta bring
and
up my drink. That's crazy.
well, yeah, you did get me started on that, but I was really more into the brown drinks. It could have been Hennessy, it could have been some rum, it could have been different things of that nature. But looking like where I'm at today, it's like temptations are like a daily thing, anyways. But looking at it today, I'd be like, oh, I should give me a drink, and then my voice come out and say like, ugh, you don't want that, like, cause once it started wearing on me, I just didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like how I was looking. And it's just like
The feeling, and the looking. What was you feeling?
my face was frowning up. Just feeling like not myself. Like, and plus it just was, I was in this blinded illusion, not knowing, who I'm around and, just being in certain surroundings to where it was kind of like cloud in my brain, just You thought it was making you numb, but it was making you dumb type stuff. But and then with the thing today, like I did stop smoking cigarettes, but now I'm back smoking cigarettes just for the people who want to know. That don't matter. But
Mhm.
that's a hard thing to stop now. After I stopped before, it's harder for me to stop now. But it's cool. I'm working on it. But all the other stuff that I used to do, yeah. So I'm kind of happy about that. I no longer do it because yeah, I was blinded to a lot of things when I was heavily sedated. I'll say it like that. And what about you?
Um, what's funny is I thought about this answer the whole time you was talking, and I just lost it. I mean, I guess mine would be. I'm trying to figure out how I want to phrase it. So I guess not being so tense around people. I'm more so relaxed rather than just being like, I see, I see you over there. I see you. But nah, I guess mine would still probably be the same thing. Not just being recluse. You know what I mean? I get out a
Mhm,
lot more,
mhm,
socialize a lot more.
mhm.
Um, really, just that's the biggest thing for me currently is not shutting myself off.
Yeah,
The old habit of just being like, yeah, whatever.
yeah,
And then also understanding when to like back away from people and when to engage rather than just like being in a wilting situation. That'd be another big situation. Is learning when to just
yeah.
be like, yeah, dog, all right.
Hmm. But yeah, that's what's like a lot of things like has switched up for me as far as the engaging. I just
There go that
engage in
road rage.
people. I just engage in people that's morally. I'm not gonna say like more like me, but makes basically
Y'all
that.
got the
Like,
got the same foreheads and everything.
I mean, might got the same heads, but not the same foreheads. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, just like it's just different.
No, I don't even.
My conversation is even different with most people because back then I was a custom sailor, like in between, But like I said again, once you change your circle of friends or circle of people you engage with, everything changes. If you change, then everything else changes. But if you just stick in that thing as far as all the nasty stuff like that, I ain't gonna even, I'm just calling nasty
She
stuff.
said the nasty stuff. Whoa. Okay.
I mean, okay, well, not nasty as in sexual, but I mean that'll be a whole nother topic. But
I was about to say we had to change the topic of it. I don't think
yeah,
old
that's a
habits
whole
have
nother
died then.
topic. I don't think they ready. I don't think their ears is ready for that yet. But it's like where I'm at now. I'm just a whole different person. I'm still me, but I'm just a whole different person with a whole different way of thinking.
With
And
a whole different way of thinking. What flavor gum you got today?
I have the most famous 1977 double mint. No, I'm just kidding. No, but
Nah, but
anyway,
so I remember. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember you had something you wanted to talk about or said you would like to talk about during the week. I just don't remember what it was.
it was just since you brought it up. I mean,
Oh, you hear the nervousness in her voice. She said, "Just."
no, since you brought it up, it's just like I was speaking to you on how do you feel about all the like wickedness that's going on in the world, like just in
And I believe I
terms.
asked you what you mean.
What I mean by this is like you know people just working out of their like it can go from stealing, killing, um,
Hey, yo,
lying.
I'm talking about, bro. You can't say stealing after I told you the story that I told you that happened during the week. Yo,
I mean,
buddy,
well,
really, bro, he really did the worm into that woman car, bro. That blew my
it,
mind. It was
I'm talking
early in
about
the
you
day,
see
broad daylight.
you see it every day. That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to speak on
But
know,
wickedness as far as what though? Because people are surface level, and we don't think and speak really surface level. So
well,
we're gonna have to break it down exactly how we mean it.
let me clear my throat on this one. But just doing that what you know is not right. Like, how can I put it in an example?
You,
Like,
so are you talking about moral consciousness? Because a lot of people don't move with morals nowadays.
and that's basically you hit the nail on the head. Like, because I was asking you also, like, where are people's morals? Like that has been lost, like along the way. Like, people has lost all kind of moral conscience to where just like people that are parents, right? Like even the parents under me. I'm gonna even speak about the parents before me, but the parents under me, like, what are y'all teaching y'all kids? Because it's so much being thrown in their face, and if you're not teaching them to respect themselves and or others, then of course things are going to be all chaotic in the streets, and you hear about this person dying, this person's child dying, or however. I mean, and what just made me really get on that level of thinking that
You
way.
said talk.
Huh?
You said talking about and seeing. I said you said talking about and seeing other people talking about their kids die. I don't even pay
Yeah.
attention. No, I just be like that's unfortunate and swipe on about my day if I'm gonna be on
I
social
mean,
media.
it's not even it can be on the news. It can be, I
I
mean,
don't watch the
different
news.
stuff. I mean,
I don't
well,
watch
it's
the
it's
news.
it's in your well, you seen someone stealing in your face. It don't even have to be on the news. It
Hey,
can just be it can be in your
hey,
face. And it's just like,
he,
and then it's that time of year too where people, down on their
did it
luck
so
or
fast.
whatever.
He ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting nothing, but he did it fast in
That's
under a
the
minute.
point. That's like taking somebody's life and you didn't get nothing. Like, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It's just really real bad out here, and a lot of people just feed into it. And
But I
whether that
mean,
be
so do you think that it's the ever ending question and cycle of is it worse than the golden age to compare the worst of worsts to the 80s because the internet, or is it actually worse because you didn't get all of the news back in the day from so fast from every different area that was what I mean it was turmoil in the 80s, but now you just get information like it could be cool in your neighborhood, but you're hearing about somebody dying across the world.
hmm hmm I mean, of course it's worse. It's always been going on, but of course it's worse now.
No, but is it worse is it worse because all of the news is just at your fingertips, or is it actually worse because that's what you experience? So it's a thing, but it's I'm asking you a thing. Is it worse in your actual reality, or is it worse in the digital reality?
It's actually, I mean, in the reality. Like I rarely watch the news, and then even if I'm on the digital or technology or my phone or whatever, I mean, yeah, you're gonna hear it there, but just to even see it, in your face. I keep saying that because it's in our face. It's morely in our face than just these digitals. Digital just make it public, just public.
Uh, I ain't,
That's
I ain't
just
even gonna lie to you, dog. The only time that I like physically, knock on whatever wood is out here, that I physically would encounter delusion and or your word wickedness is when I was getting bothered. But whenever I'm not getting bothered, I T's and P's to whoever going through. But as far
yeah.
as like, people
I
people losing
mean,
their
I
life and
mean,
people,
I mean,
But
what
I'd
I'm
be cool.
saying too is I'm not saying that I'm just in the midst of it, right? But
No, I mean,
I can
we
control the
feel what we feel.
distractions. Yeah, that's what I was like. I can control the distractions that are around me and the chaos that's around me. I don't have to be in that. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like I don't know. I'm gonna
She said,
get
"I
out
don't
of
know."
there. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of there
Nah,
because you
nah.
know I'm
I know what you mean. It's just that I'm just asking, like, because there's a lot of woe is me people in the world, and
uh-huh.
and everybody else's pain, even though they ain't gonna fix it, is they pain. It's like, well, I seen this person in Africa suffering the other day, and it just broke my heart.
hmm hmm
I'll go over there and help them.
Yeah, either go help them or pray for them. I mean, because that's all you can do at the present moment. Um, I mean, not so much all you can do. I mean, you can step in if you want to, but are you
She said,
really
if you want
ready?
to.
Yeah, if you are you ready to put on that sword and shield? But we ain't supposed to fight those type
So
of
let me ask you this.
battles.
Let me ask you this because it just popped into my head. So every time it's something that go on that what I mean, that may be a drastic thing or it may not be. It's always a person behind the camera, holding the camera, recording the situation. How do you feel about the person holding the camera? You feel like they should be the ones helping to either defuse the situation and or help in the situation, or do you just think that they shouldn't be recording it and whatever happened in that reality happened in that reality?
Well, it's two situations I can go to on that one. Recording, okay, yeah, you can have evidence in case you want to go ahead and prosecute somebody, something like that, right? But on the other end, I mean, it can be helpful that way. But on the other end, if you just getting it just to get the tea out, as y'all say, um, yeah,
She said,
they
"Who?" She said,
the
"Y'all,"
tea, the tea, whoever,
as they say.
what they say, but whoever say. But it's just like on the other end of that, they're just gonna, they're part of it too, because what not better way to get views or everything else that people chasing, cloud chasing out here to just to be seen. Um, but that's
Hmm.
it is terrible. It's real terrible. That's just
She said
like
it's
people my.
terrible. Uh,
That's what I was
you
telling you. Like people my age, people my
you getting
age.
old. Tell
No,
you want to tell them your real age or the age that I tell you that you are.
people my age,
seventy
even
five.
they just make it look so bad because we not young. We ain't supposed to be up here. I mean, yeah, have fun, but don't
We
let the
ain't supposed to
food
be
get
what?
you.
Man, say what your first mind said when you
Well,
made
I
the
guess
face. We ain't supposed to be out here what?
I guess I am old because I ain't out here trying to shake a tail feather, shake a my bust area, or stuff like that. Like I'm an
Mm.
actual woman out here,
So
and
so how so how you feel about the ones that use the excuse? Well, I got pregnant young, so I ain't get to live my life. So now that I just get my kids is grown, and I just got grandkids. How you feel about that response?
I mean I got pregnant young too, but that still doesn't make me want to be out here and being a ho ho
I
ho
didn't get to live. I didn't get to live my
for
life when I
Christmas.
was young and pregnant. It's
Hey,
always pushback to justify something negative. You know what I mean?
hey, if that's their excuse and they sticking to it, then they got to worry about how they, entire well
She
being
said,
is going to be.
"You
They got, I
really,
mean,
you
because
really 75."
I
She
mean,
said, shake a
I,
tail feather. That's crazy.
I mean, what you want me to say? Bounce that? No, I'm just kidding. But
That's what they want to hear.
well, I ain't that one. But no, but it's just like there's really no excuse. Like I say again, I mean, you're supposed to grow from what you didn't, the mistakes you made was wrong. You can go ahead and live through them, but you're supposed to grow too at the same time. Don't just stay there or just be like, oh, my past didn't do me right, so now I gotta go this, that, and the other. No, no, get better.
How,
Get better than you were back
how they
then.
supposed?
Yep, that's that sign. Get better than what you are. Yeah, you had a child at a young age. So did I. And then what? And I'm a
So
grandparent.
did I.
That's about.
Nah, but
And I'm a
but
grandparent. I mean,
how
so
you how you want them to grow if they in the same pot and they perfectly fine with being wilted and dying in the same pot?
and that's when they need to go ahead and get a relationship with God because it seems like your surrounding friends can't help you, so but God can.
They do, but you know how pastors tell them you gotta know how you gotta know which voice you listening to. If you listening to God for real, or you listening to yourself and temptation and the devil. You know what I mean?
That's where they get
Got to know
steered
the
wrong
difference
from.
between both voices.
That's what I said. That's where a lot of people get steered wrong sometimes. You can go in church and sit in the congregation and think that it's okay that you just still doing the same thing you doing, but what you up in church passing out and shouting for?
Yeah, you old. Nobody says the congregation no more.
So what is it? So what is it in the pew? Not the pews, but in the what is
Just
it called?
the
So
crowd of people at this point. You
well,
know
the crowd. When you're sitting out in the
they
crowd of the church,
the
then
masses. You need to say
the following
masses.
weekend you about to go like I said, shake a tail feather, like you just went at church last Sunday.
I ain't gonna let you do that because there's been times where, but I don't be crazy, but I'll go out to like either watch the fight or I'll be at the bar and I'll drink and I show up to church the next morning if I go.
I mean, but that's your truth. I mean, I don't. You and your relationship with God don't have nothing to do with me. You hear
Now
me?
if I was still out if I was still out here on my assassin days, and you know what I mean, doing what I was doing, and then I go into church and be
Yeah. I mean,
like,
I've been there before. I've partied. I went to church. I was going to
well, no,
church faithfully
I
at
don't be
certain
partying.
times
I
in
don't be
life.
well. I guess it's partying for me, but I don't go crazy. I probably, you know what I mean. I don't be I don't be leaning when I. Nah, nah. Remember that one time? Remember, as I say, I don't be leaning when I go to church. Remember that one time I told you I really went to church with a hangover? It's not funny, but I was really in there. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna make it to church.
Mhm. Mhm.
Was fighting everything.
Mhm.
But nah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but that's truth though. That's
Of
just
course. I
actual
mean,
truth. And then I bet you won't
wor-
do it
worse,
again, will you?
worse things have been done, and people have still went to church. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah. Oh
nah, that
yeah.
was just funny. That was funny that popped into my mind because I really almost threw up in church. That's crazy.
Ooh, ew, ew. Yep. You remember I said, yep. I don't even want to comment on that, but yeah, it's you know that'll be like a person
You
going to
know,
church high. I remember I was going to church with a
it's
certain
happened.
person.
It's
Yeah,
happened.
I was going to church with a certain
It's
person, and
happened.
I was so mad. Like, dude, why do you got to smell like marijuana and you sit next to me? Like that don't sit
Had to
right with
calm
me.
had to calm his nerves
Hey,
before he went. You know
you
what I mean?
better you better find another way. But yeah,
Ain't
so
ain't nothing like ain't nothing like going into the house of the Lord feeling like the magnifying glass and the light is on you. He had to calm his nerves. I'm being goofy, but
yes,
nah.
you are.
So let's see. See if I can grab in the crate of my brain and figure out something that I wanted to talk about. Now the people wouldn't love that one because I'd be just too honest.
Hey,
I
truth
was gonna talk
hurts.
about the black export the black extortion that I'm tired of seeing that people love joking about, but I'm gonna let it live. They ain't
You
gonna
gonna
get
let
it.
it live? You don't want to tap into it a little bit?
Nah, cause they gonna miss the point. They gonna be like, yeah, nah, I understand what you're saying, but so what?
Mhm. Mhm.
Hate them people. So what? I get what you're saying, but so what?
Mhm.
But nah. So the wickedness was the only thing you wanted to talk about today. Wicked, 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 wicked.
Why did you sing that song? I mean, yeah, basically, just people get right with God in the real, get right with God in the real way, and stop playing out
Mm.
here.
You gonna
Stop
tell
playing
people
out
about your fit? You gonna tell people about your fitness journey? Are you walking around doing your laps?
here. Where?
Uh,
Where at?
don't act like I ain't never called and was like, what you doing? I'm walking laps.
Oh, oh, yeah. I'll be taking little walks. Nothing too major. Not the one with the hips moving like this. I just be
Nah,
chilling and walking.
she said,
I
not not
don't
not
be
not
moving the
power
hips
walk,
like
not speed walking.
not none of those, but I do that every once in a blue moon just to clear my mind and
Clear your mind.
enjoy that fresh breath of air and you know, keep these old bones. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop.
Yeah, you being goofy.
but keeping me, just keeping me sane in the world of
Keep me.
wickedness.
And it's the eyes. Okay. You want to give them a
Cause,
you want to give them a message as you sign off, or you just want to sign off?
well, y'all know, we kind of I kind of played around with what I was trying to say, but
Cause
more,
she's
more,
scared. She was
moral
scared.
of the story
It's more of the
moral
story.
of
She
the
gonna be
story
direct. Let's see.
is, we don't know the time, the day, nor the hour. So I'm
Hmm.
just, if y'all got any sense or any sense left, you
Uh huh.
know what to do. Get closer
You
to the
gotta
man
say
with the
you
plug.
you gotta say
And
it like
that,
the lady that was on. You gotta say it like the lady was when she was speaking into the blowhorn when she thought she had Mr. Clark. You gotta say it in her voice with the same energy.
I'm gonna need you to leave me alone. But now, for real though,
Mr. Clark, you gotta say it like that. Mr. Clark ain't coming back. You guys, come on.
he's coming back. No, I'm just kidding. But but now, no, but for real, y'all. I mean, I ain't
She
perfect or nothing, never was.
she ain't gonna
But
say it
there's
with her chest.
always room. There's always room to grow and grow in the Lord, the good Lord, and
She wanna tell
stop
y'all to
playing with
stop.
yourselves and
She wanna tell y'all to stop popping y'all magic slot on the internet. And she got a lot she wanna say, but she don't wanna say it. And she
yeah,
stop trying to pop your magic slot on the internet for a profitable gain. Go
don't
out
do
there and do
it.
something with your life.
Don't do it for real. Do something with your life and stop trying to chase men,
A
chase
lot
whatever.
a lot of y'all got it from y'all mamas. They was popping it, but the Motorola flip was too grainy to put it up. So
Probably got
she
it
want
from
to
your
tell you,
mama, but you ain't got to be like your mama. But
she want to tell y'all that she want to tell y'all to tighten up out there, so the next
tighten
generation can be
up.
better.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Tighten up real
Okay,
good.
since she ain't want to be direct,
Okay. Thank you, son, for clearing that
we'll,
up for
we'll
me.
we'll catch y'all next episode. All right, I'm gonna have to talk to her
Uh-huh.
like Ike was talking to Tina from a
I
distance.
talked to
All right.